As migration trends across the United States evolve, some cities are grappling with the departure of residents who are seeking greener pastures. In this video, we will explore the 10 cities that have witnessed a significant exodus in recent years. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video. One of these cities is New York City, a city that was once a beacon of opportunity and excitement. Rising costs of living, limited space, and the challenges brought on by the crisis have prompted many to seek more affordable and spacious areas. Many technology and banking industry workers that had spent a great deal of time in the office have found that working remotely due to the crisis better suits their desires. The crisis allowed them to leave the city and perhaps live closer to extended family members. New York saw a net loss of over 75,000 families last year. New York City dominates the economy of the state as a leading center of advertising, banking, finance, media, and publishing in the United States. If New York were a country, the state's $1.7 trillion economy would be the 11th largest in the world after Canada. However, the business climate of the state is one of the extremes. New York taxes, union force, and red tape are among the highest in the nation. Then moving west, San Francisco, once a tech paradise, is facing a considerable departure of its own. Soaring housing costs and a high cost of living have led professionals and families to consider alternative locations. 2021 saw a net loss of over 101,000 households in California, despite a mostly pleasant climate and robust tech industry. Politics and rising taxes seem to be driving many people to look for opportunities elsewhere. Other factors that households have cited are the rising threat of wildfires and natural disasters. Many families from the state are relocating to Texas, Florida, and Tennessee. And for the Midwest, Chicago has experienced a population decline, attributed to factors such as crime rates, fiscal challenges, and harsh winters. IllinoisPolicy.org cited opportunities for employment and better housing as the leading cause of the population decline in the state. Nearly half of would-be movers also said that the tax rate is a major factor in their reasons for leaving. Illinois is home to nearly 70 of the 1,000 largest companies in the United States by revenue. However, the net migration rate out of the state remains high, and projected population growth is negative. About 20,000 outbound moves were not reciprocated in 2021. As these cities grapple with various challenges, they serve as a reminder that the urban landscape is ever evolving. Residents seek environments that provide a better quality of life, economic opportunities, and safety, ultimately shaping the course of urban migration across the nation. People tend to leave larger cities and flock towards smaller areas on the outskirts for a few reasons. But one key driver is affordability. In cities like Miami and Austin, the flood of people who moved in over the past few years has slowed to trickle. But the influx of newcomers has boosted rents and home prices. Many residents priced out as a result are leaving for cheaper cities nearby. The rate of Americans moving has been steadily declining since it's peaked in 1985 at 20.2%. Last year had the lowest percentage of people moving in 1 year ever recorded. Overall, San Francisco, New York, and Los Angeles are the top cities that Americans want to leave. Other cities in the top 10 include Washington, D.C., Boston, Seattle, and Denver. Census data shows that even though California's population is still rising each decade, the rate of growth has drastically decreased, and more suggest it has been declining since the crisis had started. Meanwhile, New York City's population has been steadily declining since 2016. Redfin's data shows that for people in San Francisco looking at listings outside of the metro area, Sacramento was the most popular choice, while Seattle was the most looked at city among people looking to leave California completely. For people considering leaving New York City, Miami was the most popular city, while for Los Angeles, this was Las Vegas. Overall, Miami is the metro area that most home buyers are looking to move to, followed by Phoenix and Las Vegas. 5 Florida cities make up the top 10, as well as 2 cities in Texas. Between 2010 and 2020, the states experiencing the most rapid growth were often aligned with conservative ideologies. But many question why are red states growing so rapidly compared to blue states? According to experts, the main answer is that they are more pro-business. In a study for the American Enterprise Institute, Mark Perry compared the top 10 states that people were flocking to in 2021 with the top 10 states that people were leaving from. The destinations many are migrating towards offer reduced taxation rates. The 10 states that witnessed the most substantial population increases boast an average maximum income tax of merely 3.8%. Conversely, the 10 states experiencing the greatest population decline maintain an average rate of 8%. Furthermore, the states experiencing growth have more lenient restrictions on residential construction, contributing to decreased housing costs. The median home price in these 10 states gaining population is, on average, 23% lower than that of the 10 states with the most significant population decrease. Many Americans are relocating to economically thriving red states marked by lower expenses, more fiscally conservative policies, and increased employment opportunities. It's a story that few could have anticipated 50 years ago. The American South emerging as an economic powerhouse, with people flocking to destinations like South Carolina and Tennessee. Yet, this phenomenon is indeed transpiring. It is important to remember that these factors interact in complex ways. An individual's decisions to leave a state are highly personalized. People prioritize different aspects of their lives, and the big decision to move is influenced by a combination of these factors as well as personal circumstances and preferences.